Anyway, guys, I'm back out in the treehouse, and I wanted to talk to you all about something that I said I was going to make a video about. I promised, and promise fulfilled. Today, I want to talk to you all about submode and other things that are kind of tangentially related to that. So, the reason this has become more of an issue is my Twitch channel has been doing very, very well recently, and the only thing I can really say there is thank you guys all so fucking much. It's absolutely it's mind blowing, honestly. And for me, like, I'm the kind of guy that, after I hit like 10,000 or whatever subscribers, I walk down to the store and I got a drink. I'm not a big person to celebrate my milestones or anything like that. It's awesome, but I don't really live a very, very high life in that regard. So it's not like I'm changing my lifestyle or I want to be anybody different. I want to be the same person because obviously it's been working. So a lot of people have been asking me if I'm going to do sub mode. And that's if only people that are subscribed to the stream can talk in the stream. I don't want to do like one of those videos where it's like a 12-minute video and I don't give the answer until the very end. I'll give the answer right now. No, I don't want to do sub mode. Are there certain instances that I might do it for like a short period of time for something that I can't even predict would happen right now? Yeah, sure. But it's not something that I would plan on doing. It's not something that I would want to do regularly, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Primarily, I feel like it goes against the essence of what I really am as a streamer, as a content creator, and also it deters people, I think, ultimately from watching the stream, right? Because if you can't communicate with somebody who's streaming, I think that removes an incentive people have to watch the stream. And I have a unique ability, I think, or a good ability to look over and be able to read chat and process chat, even whenever there's a lot of people that are talking. So that's something that I can do that makes me special. So if I do sub mode, that takes away that thing that I can do that I think makes me special and is a good thing. On top of that, I don't really like it because it goes against, as I said, the essence of kind of what I am as a content creator. I am just a guy that is, I live with my mom, right? I'm a normal guy. I don't want to make it to where, oh, you have to pay $5, or hey, if you have Twitch Prime. But, you have to basically pay or do something to be able to talk to me, right? I think that's kind of weird. It's not right. It's not what I want to do. And if other people want to do it, it's fine. But to me personally, I feel like it kind of goes against the essence of what my stream is. So that's why I'm really not a big fan of doing sub mode. Obviously, like, things have gotten like really kind of out of control in terms of growth recently. I don't really know what's going to happen. I think to an extent, obviously it's BFA, right? BFA coming out, and then a perfect storm of my stream was already doing well beforehand, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But ultimately, at the end of the day, my stream has been doing very well, and I do not intend on doing sub mode, which is another reason why I'm really kind of against like any sort of spam, right? I have a really, really hardline stance against that, and people posting like blocks of text, etc., because I do like to be able to interact with my audience, interact with people that are viewing the stream. And with spam, like, I think the best example of this, right, is like people will spam a message in order to get it heard. Well, if one person is spamming in order to get their message heard, that makes it to where everybody else has to spam in order to get their message heard. So it just turns into this thing where nobody can read anything because it's just being spammed with spam. And I can't, process any information. And I think that devalues the quality of the stream. I think there are some people that like doing things like that, not really interacting as much with the chat. And sometimes even I like doing that too. But it doesn't necessarily make the stream better in my eyes in most regards. So what I really kind of want to do is I stream with other people a lot, but if I ever want to give people like more of an intimate, I guess that's a little bit of a weird word to use, but a little bit more of a personal stream and everything. I could always do it on like a second channel or something like that, and that's probably what I would do instead of actually doing a sub mode. That way, people that are most engaged with my community and with me can still go over to that second channel and interact with me and talk to me and everything without necessarily having to, worry about having their message overrun by everybody else in the main channel. And this isn't something that would cannibalize main channel content at all. It isn't even something that I'm planning on doing, right? It's something that I'm thinking about doing. And that's why I'm making the video, and I want to ask you guys' opinions on it. And ultimately, like, again, I want to make myself available to people that are in the community, the people that want to talk to me, the people that want to interact with me. but there are some limitations and some things that I need to do in order to make sure that's possible, and that's like, spam restrictions and things like that. So I'll probably end up doing a second channel if I end up thinking that it's too big of an issue, or I could also do a thing where I could hang out with people on Discord later on, and something to where people don't feel like they have to like pay money in order to be acknowledged, right? I just feel like that's a very, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to me, as I said before. And I like the idea of being able to just be like kind of one of the players, a person in the community, not like the figurehead or the god of the community, I guess. Obviously, it feels good to be, at the top of something or whatever, but I think being treated that way and being that way are two different things. And for me personally, I like being that way, but being treated that way can oftentimes make me feel uncomfortable. So that's why I'm not really a big fan of sub mode. I think it also devalues the stream to an extent, and it just doesn't really seem like the right thing to do for my channel. And hopefully that's the best middle ground for you guys. Maybe sometime I would do sub mode if something crazy happened, right? And I literally just can read like there's some like chat bot or, I don't know, like it's just some random circumstance. But that's basically how I feel about it, and hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from. And I, of course, if you guys have another idea or another plan that you'd rather see me take, I'd want to hear that in the comments, right? Because of course, I mean, I stream, like, man, if I wasn't streaming, I'm sitting there like leaned back in my chair, like my mouth is open. Well, it's always open, but it's really open. I'm just chilling, right? Thinking about nothing. And obviously, I stream for an audience. I stream to entertain people. That's my main focus, right? I don't even really look at it as streaming. Wow, I look at it more as just entertaining people with the game, and that's something that I want to keep doing as much as possible. So again, guys, I do really appreciate everybody's support recently. It's been absolutely fucking incredible, and to me, like I don't know where this is going to go. I really don't. I have no idea. Whenever I feel like I'm at a ceiling, somehow I break through it. I think obviously whenever BFA comes out and the hype dies down, I'll probably see some sort of a reduction in growth, or like probably, just a reduction in viewers in general. And then that'll allow me to stabilize and then make a decision on where I want to go from there in terms of playing other games, in terms of doing other things. But right now, my main priority is just playing BFA, doing as much WoW content as possible, being on as much as possible, consistent Andy, by the way, and not doing sub mode. So anyway, guys, hopefully that's the answer you wanted to hear, and that's the answer I have. So thank you very much, guys, for everything recently, and I intend to continue, keep the train going. So that's pretty much it. Peace!